Well, he needed a lot of pitches, to even though he was striking the guy, those guys out. He needed a lot of pitches. Had to work really hard. And third inning, they got two big two-out hits, one by Moustakas, one by Perez. That really set the tone for that part of the game and the whole game really. And JC just 3+ innings and 89 pitches. That's a full day's work. That's tough. And just ran a lot of deep counts, struck some guys out, sure, but there was a lot of traffic out there.
Are these just kind of learning curves for him, being in his first year as a full-time starter? Did he just run out of gas?
I don't think he ran out of gas. I think those guys did a pretty good job in the batter's box against him, and he had to work for every out. No, I don't think it was a situation he ran out of gas. Certainly at 89 pitches in the fourth inning, sure, that's a lot of pitches. But working backwards, he looked sharp early. Just missed with some pitches, ran deep counts, but got through the first couple innings and struck a bunch of guys out.
On the offensive side, you guys were swinging the bat and you were getting on base and had opportunities to get back in this game. What's going to be key for you guys to take advantage of runners in scoring position?
I think it's the same thing we talked about. Excuse me, the first half of the year. We've been getting some guys in scoring position and not really cashing in on it. You've got to keep feeding the beast. You got to keep putting those guys out there in scoring position, and hopefully guys are going to come through and get the hit you need. And at times we have, but for most of the first half, we haven't been good in that one aspect of our offense. But we'll keep going.
Mike, you seemed pretty adamant that Cole, that homer in the first inning, the video replay obviously didn't see it that way. What do you think of that whole situation?
I don't know if I was adamant. It looked like it was worth reviewing or looking at for sure, and it's not a challenge. It's a crew chief review. I couldn't tell exactly if it had scraped the wall coming back from out, scraped the side wall. I think that's about as close as you can come to a home run without getting one. But as we came back and saw the replay, the ball was in play.
And all those strikeouts early on a hot day, like they almost be a bit of a double-edged sword for a guy from the ball yet to the plate.
Could be. I think the walks to Kane and Hosmer obviously, didn't help. But sure, if you're striking guys out and you're in the zone and putting them away, and you're striking guys out in 3-4 pitches, that's great. But there were a lot of deep counts and a lot of the 5, 6, 7 pitch at bats early, and he had to work hard, no doubt. JC had to work hard for every out.
Mike Emerson had a great game at the plate. I know you guys ended up but he's been.
Who's that?
Anderson Simmons.
Yeah.
He's been playing extremely well at the plate. Offensively, how important is his contributions?
It's huge. I think Simba's been really consistent at the plate. He's hit at a lot of different spots in the order for us, and he's doing a great job. And he's part of that, part of those guys that have to fill in to make our lineup deeper. And he's Anderson's having a terrific year. He's we know about what he does in the field, but in the batter's box, he's been really good and gotten big hits for us. And it's important to us, not just what Simba's doing, but some other guys have to start to get into their game to get our lineup where it needs to be.
Is there anything behind having him be so aggressive on the base pass and 7 feet of contact? Isn't what the schedule is?
I don't think it's bleeding in. I think he's getting on base. He's getting a chance to play baseball. His speed is something that you want to use when some things are available for you, and he's running the bases extremely well, and he's getting big hits for us. But I don't know if the two correlate. I think probably function. He's been getting on base a lot. We've had to push the envelope to try to create stuff on the base paths because of our batter's box offense kind of trying to get untracked, and he's been a big part of that too. Yep.
Guys like Matt Shoemaker and Tyler Stamps get healthy. What does JC need to do to keep this spot in rotation?
Well, not just to focus on JC. Any pitcher that's getting an opportunity needs to continue to throw the ball well and give us chances to win. That's what you need from rotation. Give us the length. JC's really been good for us. I mean, he's thrown he's checked all the boxes at times. Give us a chance to win, pitch deep into games. Doing what you would need a pitcher to do in what you hope is a championship caliber rotation, and hopefully that consistency will be there to where he's out there, every outing and just keeps beating that drum and getting us into the 6th, 7th inning. Some aren't going to always be pretty. Some aren't going to be always so dominant, but any starting pitcher has to give us a chance to win, and I think that's the rally cry for all those guys, whether it's JC or Alex Meyer or anybody in our rotation.
Mike, 6th inning, a load of bases, no outs, and Danny swings 2-0. Did
Yeah.
he just miss a pitch he should have hit hard? Did he swing a pitch that maybe?
I think Danny got a little anxious. There's no doubt he expanded. Alexander's got a heavy sink, and that ball can get under your bat, under your zone easily. And Danny got some good looks at him, but I think he just got a little anxious and expanded. So, he made some good pitches. He has good stuff. I think by the time it ended up, but the thing about what Alexander does, it makes him tough. Much like Zach Britton or somebody's got the heavies. He's not quite in that velocity, but the pitch is coming in, and it looks like it's going to be in the lower part of the zone, and then the bottom drops out of it. I think it's easier said than done to lay off it. Cam chased one down also later. And it's just you try to lay off it, and sometimes you get a little bit, you just get a little anxious.